Good morning, friends. Just want to give you a quick update. Don't have a formal video today because I'm in the middle of a bigger project. You can see here that I've got the doors starting to go on the shed here, and I've got, flip the camera around here. So I'm going to do 3 doors across the front here. You can see this one is sort of in the position that would be when it would be open. This second door here is going to go with that one as a bifold. So those two will stretch across the opening here. And then the last little door there is going to go in the end here. So I'll be able to open that one by itself during the winter when I don't want to have this opening wide open. But these 2 doors during the summer, I'll bifold open, and then I think I'm going to do like a screened wall that I can put in temporarily during warmer months. So, got a header that I added here to kind of cap off the top of the door. And I am filming this. I am in the middle of filming this. I'll be finishing it up today. I did want to show you the siding. One thing that's happened on the shed since I was here last in a formal video is I did the siding on this side and painted that. But that space was so narrow, there was no way I was going to be able to film that and make it interesting. So I used some scrap hardy plank that was left over from the construction of my house. I did the traditional lap treatment down here with a wider piece at the bottom, just basically to use up what I had. And then I went vertical on the top below the window and that's kind of the reveal that people can see above the fence. And behind this is a rain screen. So you can kind of see the profile of what I have going here. We've got siding, got the sheathing, the zip sheathing, and then the 1 inch of rigid foam. But then between those 2 elements, there's the rain screen portion, which is, I have a scrap of that around here somewhere. I think I used it all. But it's a corrugated layer that provides air movement up and down. So any moisture that gets behind that siding can evaporate up. In fact, if you look very closely, below the window there is an air gap to allow that moisture out. So a few things that are coming up here in the shed project is this sink is going to be installed over here as an outdoor kitchen, if you will, washing station. Good morning. And the washing station is going to gather water off the roof in a trough right here. Will come down to a tank that's going to be in this area. Then I'll have that laundry sink right here with the countertop next to it. So having the doors in place first is going to be important because I won't want to block the sink while the doors are open. And this little gap right here, I'm going to put in some windows. So I've got some panes of glass that I took out of an old window that was basically rotting. And I'm actually going to build a custom window that's going to go in here. Just because with these doors going up in this space, all that light is going to be blocked. And this will be the only window that's letting in light on this side of the building. So I want to have that window there just to let in some light. Over on this side, I've got these 2 windows so I actually don't have space with the width of my door to do a window over here. So anyway, Just a quick update this morning as to what's happening in the backyard. I do have this big pile of wood here behind me, and that's going to be used for my next big project, which is going to be a tiny studio for a friend of mine who lives in a small house. He's a musician, doesn't really have any practice space, so we'll be building that with him. This is all practice for me because I'm doing these little buildings and tiny house things because eventually I want to build my own house. The next house that I have will hopefully be something that I do most of the construction on, or a lot of the construction on myself. So I'm working towards something here. Of course, guided by the wall of principles here behind me, and I'll be adding to this, but one thing I'm thinking about in particular today is finishing what I start. So that's why I'm gonna finish this building before I start something else. All right, well, thank you for all the watching you've done on my videos. I really appreciate it. All the great comments and suggestions as well have been a real encouragement to me. So thank you for participating in these projects with me. I see you as part of this team. You're in this with me, whether you like it or not. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this morning. And next Saturday, I'll have a regular video. It'll be the finishing of kind of what I showed you today, and I will take that process from start to finish. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next Saturday.